What's up, y'all? I am coming to you with my first installment of the fuck did we name it? I don't know if we named it anything. Poetry's News and Twisted Views. Hey, PNTV. That's what we're gonna call this, PNTV. So I think I want to do these outside. The lighting is better. You may get everything hearing in the background though, but hopefully something just bit me in the fucking house. So hopefully you're not gonna bite me outside. So I don't know how I'm gonna do this because like this is my first time trying this. This is per your request, as my subscribers or just people who have commented on the channel. I hope they are subscribers too. So I don't even know how to start this off. I guess the bad news, is that how they do it? The good, the bad, and the ugly. So let's do the ugly, the bad, and the good. The ugly, the terrorist attacks, or what they're calling the terrorist attacks that is happening in London. Just the other day, there were 3 men who drove a car onto the London Bridge and like bogarted a bunch of people. And they drove off from there, went into the city center, and then just went on a stabbing rampage. And the 3 men that did this, they were shot down by the UK police or the London police. And for what I hear, there were 12 more people that was arrested in connection with this incident. 1 person they let go, but the 11 other people they're still holding. They said one of the people had an Ireland ID. I don't know if that really mattered or not. Terrorists can live anywhere. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't necessarily mean that I hate the fact that they try to associate the individual with the company, the country they're from, as far as like making the country seem like it's all the way held bad, or their religion, because of course it was an Irish man and now he's supposed to be whatever. Anywho, so ISIS is supposedly have taken I don't want to say blame. They've taken claim on the fact that this was their doing. Apparently during Ramadan, if you did certain attacks, that you got more points. I don't know what the fuck the points is for. What the fuck is the terrorist points? Like, what the fuck y'all getting a fucking cookie? This shit is ridiculous, yo. I don't even know how to really comment on it because I get so fucking mad, angry talking about it. So, like I said, I don't know how this whole shit is about to go, but like this is like the 3rd attack that London has had in the last 90 days. Because remember, another person plowed into a group of people. Then you had the Ariana Grande concert where you had the guy come in with a suicide bomb type of vest that shot nails out at motherfuckers. And Ariana Grande is still performing her concerts though. She said she's doing a Manchester benefit concert. Because at first she was going to cancel everything and cancel tour and everything. So she's moving forward. Now people are dogging the shit out of her because they wanted her to go to the hospital and do this. They want her to give money for this. Somebody else started a viral tweet that said Ariana Grande was going to pay for the funerals of all the victims. And a lot of the families tweeted back like, you need to take care of yourself. But her, like I said, at that time her camp hadn't confirmed it tonight, and I hadn't looked it up again in order for me to say whether or not she agreed to go ahead and pay for the funerals. But I know she was doing that benefit concert for the victims. So now you got another group that's plowing a car onto the London Bridge and then going through town stabbing up motherfuckers. Like, where the fuck is that people's humanity at these days? And like, I'm just not getting it. I'm not understanding it. And like on a global scale, this shit has gotten beyond ridiculous. You got terrorist threats popping off left and right in the UK. Here in America, you got homegrown domestic terrorists just fucking up black communities left and right. They don't call that terrorism though, because half time it's by the fucking government, but still. So yeah, it's so odd it's not even odd, it's fucking disturbing that all of these attacks are happening and people are just getting killed left and right. The last toll, there was, I'll try to write it down. The last toll, there were 7 people killed and 48 injured. 18 of those of the injured people are in critical condition still. So, yeah. So sad to hear. The next thing I was going to talk about was bills. Let's start off first with Bill motherfucking Maher. Okay, when I first heard that Bill Maher had said something about field niggas, I was like, I don't even want to look at that bullshit, you know. And then somehow I slipped up and heard it. I don't know if I fell asleep doing something and the video just played on YouTube. But basically, his guest was inviting him to come out and do some field work. I didn't catch the whole thing. I don't know if it was field work as far as like actually working in the field or field work, just like they call coming out there with you, on the job with you as field work. Okay, so I don't know because I didn't look it up. But Bill Maher basically said, me, field work, I'm a house nigga. Hold on, my dog. Hey. Back up. Bill, back. Alright, y'all, my dog was about to turn an asshole into this little dog that ran up on him. He don't fucking play. I be telling people in this neighborhood, don't play with my fucking dog. But, yeah, I got him under control. I didn't want to, like, chastise him because that's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to fuck up anything that come around him. But anyhow, so, where was I at? The Bill Maher shit. So, the only thing, he made an apology. Said he didn't mean to say it. He was insensitive or some shit like that. I didn't even listen to his apology because, one, I'm so sick of motherfuckers using racial slurs, being racially oppressive, killing us left and right, and then coming on TV and say, you know what, I apologize. And we as black people are supposed to sit back and say, well, gee, thanks for the apology. Fuck you and your apology. Fuck you, Bill Maher. Fuck your talk show. I haven't watched it anyway. Really, if I hadn't seen his face, I was like, who the fuck is he? I don't know him by name until y'all said it. So fuck your apologies, for real. And one of the reasons why this was so relevant for me right now, because Chance the Rapper had tweeted that Bill Maher needed to get fired, and that tweet went viral. Well, TMZ reported just a couple of hours ago that HBO says, you know, Bill and I, we're sorry as a motherfucker, but he ain't going nowhere. He gonna keep his job. You know, he apologized to y'all motherfuckers. That's what more do you need? So that's pretty much HBO's stance on it. He ain't going no damn where. But one of the things, like I said, a local DJ, I don't remember which DJ it was. I wish I did so I can call his motherfucking ass out, on 104.1, St. Louis, Missouri, had said, Bill Maher ain't racist. He likes to dip into the chocolate. He like Chocolate City. Basically saying since he fuck white black women that Bill Maher can't be a racist. He using racial slurs too fucking freely. And the fact that he fuck white black women does not mean he's not a racist. Master fuck black women all the time. There's a bunch of motherfuckers that hate us or hate you as a black man will still fuck your woman. So that does not change. My cousin got into it with her dad doing the Trayvon Martin case, and then again doing the Mike Brown case, and because he always wanted to call them thugs and this, that, and the third, all of these negative connotations towards black men. And my cousin at the time said, you know what, I realized that my fucking father is a racist. And people was like, well, he your daddy, you know, you have blacks. He said, just because he stuck his dick in a black woman does not make him not a racist. You know, shit, he ain't took his fucking kid. He ain't did nothing for him, his white ass. So, yeah, he can still be racist too. And just the conversations that he have with her, like his brothers and his uncles and all the other shit, they go around making negative comments about black people in front of him, and he don't say nothing. He just laugh and chuckle it up like, oh, you know, they just joking. Fuck that shit. That's what's wrong. One of the issues that I take with us as a people, black people, dear black people, is we keep letting these motherfuckers get a pass. We get the cool white friend, and we want to give them a pass for saying racial and off-putting shit to us. and chuck it up as just being disrespectful, or they were just joking, or he really didn't mean it, because I'm his fucking friend. You know what? So let me tell you, dear white people, if I got any on my channel, I think I had a couple, and they were all on my weight loss videos. But if you're on this video, and this, if you're passing through, at no time is it okay to use the word nigger in any form. Nigger, nigga, nigga, my nig, my homie, my nigga, none of that. It's not okay. And I know one of the questions is like, well, why do black people get to say it? You know, we really shouldn't be saying it either. But for me, as for me, in my own tongue, trust and believe that if I am using the word, I'm not using it as a term of endearment. I'm looking at you like real disrespectful. So when the term comes out of my mouth, I'm being disrespectful, and I'm trying not to. I try to substitute now with motherfucker. If I'm trying to be, even if I'm trying to be like this, that's my nigga, I ain't gonna say that. I might say that's my motherfucker now, but I have to erase myself of that institutionalized hatred that was put upon me and my people and passed down through generations, that the term is not acceptable. Now, I am not one of them people who will sit back and say, yeah, we need to remove it from the dictionary, or I'm just not one of them people. I don't think that erasing it from the dictionary erases the pain and the tragedy that that word holds for us as a race of people. It doesn't. Calling it the N-word does not soften the blow to me. I think that the only time that I can say that it's allowed for a white person to use the word is when you're acting and it's in the script, or if you are required to quote someone word for word, and the N-word is not appropriate as a quote, but you can substitute for the N-word. It's just when you want it to have the impact, so you want somebody to know that's what it was said. He called me an N-word. No, he called me a nigga. See how the difference is? See what difference that makes? So yeah, we need to stop giving these motherfuckers a pass because they are homeboy. I mean, I got family members who are married to other races of people, Caucasians as well, and I wish a motherfucker would. I wish that motherfucker would say it in front of me. I wish a motherfucker would come tell me that such and such said it, not in front of me. That's just not who I am, and it can't go down like that. We need to stop giving these motherfucker passes. We need to stop accepting this bullshit as apology. Because like what I was saying before, stop apologizing for shit. Stop saying shit you didn't mean to say. How about that? You wouldn't have to apologize for a motherfucking thing if you stop doing shit that you didn't mean to do, or that you didn't want to do. Okay, so the next bill I was going to was going to be Bill motherfucking Cosby. Today was Bill Cosby's first trial date for his sexual assault case. Y'all thought Bill Cosby was done. Remember when some stuff got turned over, got thrown out, missed trial or whatever the fuck, it wasn't gonna happen? Yeah, y'all thought he was over with. No, the original accuser that said that he drugged her and such is still going to court, and it started today. A lot of the cases were thrown out, not because the people were not telling the truth. It was thrown out due to statutes of limitations. So, in Bill Cosby is like the American TV dad for black people, right? And people like to use that they're trying to destroy his image. Okay, Mr. Huxtable, although Mr. Huxtable portrayed a very positive image for black families, Mr. Huxtable was a character. Bill Cosby is the man. And people keep confusing the two. People keep trying to talk about what Mr. Huxtable did. No, that was his character. That was his job he was playing. If he is guilty of these acts, these heinous acts, then he should pay for it. But I wouldn't say that just because he's black. And I wouldn't say that just because he's Bill Cosby. I said it about any motherfucker who's had these charges. But this is the problem that we have in this society. Bill Cosby could have done this, and they would throw his motherfucking ass under the bus, roll over him twice, dig him up, dig a grave with a shovel, throw him in it, pull his ass back out to persecute him again, and throw him back in there. And somebody in his exact same social status but white would not have that happen to them. They would give that motherfucker a pass. Look at Woody Allen. Look at Matthew McConaughey. I mean, there's probably some other names that I could pull out the hat and throw at you that have had sexual assault charges against them, and these motherfuckers still making money. You know, they still like household names for motherfuckers. And yeah, so in that sense, I see that them tearing Bill Cosby down because of him being who he is, and when I say who he is, I'm talking about the color of his skin, who he is at that. Because if that was hell, Bill Maher, he'd get a pass. Yeah, Bill Maher, did he have a sexual assault charge too? I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. Okay, but anywho, so yeah, yeah, your favorite TV dad, Mr. Old Puddin' Pop, he's in court today. His wife did not show up. She was not standing by his side. But Rudy Huxtable, Rudy is a character too. Keisha Knight Pulliam, she was there with him. She walked down the aisle with him into court with him, supporting him. There were over 50 women that came forward, and even Mr. Cosby said that he gave the chick Quaaludes just because she was having headaches. Have they used Quaaludes since the 70s? Why not give a bitch an aspirin? You're gonna give her Quaaludes? And the lady said that she was totally unconscious and she woke up, you know, being raped and assaulted, or attacked and assaulted. But yeah, okay. So what's the last bill? The last bill I wanted to mention. Remember the $20 bill, the Harriet Tubman. If you didn't know, the Harriet Tubman bill is due to be released in 2020, in the year 2020. So we should be looking forward to that. Like I said, Harriet Tubman's face will be on the front of the bill. Right now, they are still putting Andrew Jackson's racist ass on the back of that damn bill. So you got this liberator, black woman who fought against everything in her bones, every fiber in her bone against slavery, and then you got this racist ass president still on the back of the bill, like still saying, I ain't going on where, motherfucker. That is so symbolic of right now. People think we fucking free. We walking around without our chains on, but we ain't. We still living in modern day slavery times right now. And that's what that bill is representing to me, that you got Harriet on the front. We still trying to get free, and you still got this motherfucker on the back of the bill saying, wait, but I ain't gone nowhere. That's what racism is right now. That bill is going to be a pure representation of that. So, but yeah, in 2020, that's when the Harriet Tubman, call it the tub, and that's when that's coming out. Man, but yeah, this racism is like really run amok. You know that the damn Smithsonian, it's fucking nooses found in the Smithsonian. It's nooses being left all over DC area. Tell me again how racism isn't alive. Like, okay, so the Flint water crisis update. Last week I said, I was trying to tell y'all in one of my videos that there was a all-female run, black-owned construction company that got the bid to repair 18,000 pipes in the Flint area, and they were making a big deal about the fact that this young lady was able to get this bid. Upon further research, I learned that she's only one of 4 companies, so she's not the only company. She's only supposed to do 18,000, and they expect to be done by 2019. That's still 2 more years from now. Flint has not had healthy water since 2014, so that we are aware of. That's what we learned about in 2014. It's been long going. That's just when we found out about it. But in 2019 is when her 18,000 residential homes is supposed to have the lead pipes removed and replaced. I don't know what the deadline and the dates are for the hold on a second. I'm off. I cut a spray. I don't spray me, I spray around me. I don't want this shit on my skin. I spray on my clothes though. But I don't know what the deadline of the day is for those other 3 companies, or even who the hell those other 3 companies are. They spray my camera. They flying all around. Okay, so, but there was an official that I guess was responsible for the funding for Flint, and as far as the water department was concerned, he was on one of the banks. He was caught on audio talking to a reporter who's also an activist about the crisis, and he says, his name was Phil Stair is his name. He says he blames the Flint water crisis on black people. I hate to even say this, on black people, but since they associate being a nigger with black people, he's blaming it on black people. And I quote, "Fucking niggers." He blames it on fucking niggers who don't pay their bills. And he goes on to say, "I don't want to call them niggers. Shit, I just went to Myrtle Beach with 24 guys, and I was the only white guy. I got friends. I mean, there's trash, and then there's people who do this shit." They say he got fired, but I'm quite sure once he give his apology, then everybody be like, he apologized. Fuck him too. So, like I said, I didn't know how this was going to go. I didn't want to make this video too long. It's already at 21 minutes. So let me just go over what I was going to say. Just some brief stuff here. I'm not going to go into depths about any of it. June is Black Music Month. So there are a lot of TV shows coming on BET in honor of that. They're showing the Whitney Houston biopic. I've never seen it. They're showing New Edition Story Over Again. That shit is fucking fabulous. I want to say The Breaks, the hip hop show. No, Breaking In. Breaking In is a new show that actually is being produced by Gabrielle Union and Will Packer. Will Packer is the same guy who did, who executive produced Being Mary Jane. He also produced with Gabrielle Union Almost Christmas, which I thought was fucking hilarious. He's producing the new movie that's coming up, Girls Trip, with Queen Latifah and Jada Pinkett. He's also, I forgot what else he's doing. But yeah, so they're doing this new drama. It's going to be a drama called Breaking In. And this is basically a hip-hop anthology. They are taking hip-hop songs and they're making them cinematic. So like, Fuck the Police song, they're going to act out the song itself and make it a storyline. I don't like the fact every movie that we have, we gotta have a great white savior. I don't know why. But yeah, I don't know. I'm still probably gonna watch it though and see what it's like. I just want to see how they break these stories down, these songs down. So that's supposed to start, I believe, June 27th. I don't watch BET for real, so I don't know. But Leslie Jones, she's gonna host the 2017 BET Awards. Leslie Jones is the comedian who got all the backlash for joining the Coast of Ghostbusters. I mean, she's been in a lot of other things, but that was the most recent thing, and people were calling her like coons and gorillas and all that shit. So I'm just trying to give you an idea of who she is if you don't know who Leslie Jones is. She's gonna host the BET Awards this year. I normally don't watch, so I don't know who hosts them on a regular basis. I usually just watch the clips at the end. Okay, Joseline Hernandez quit Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. She went on a rant about Mona, how Mona owe her money and Mona be fucking him over, and she walking. I think she implied that if she walked, Stevie was gonna walk too. They get a package deal. So Joseline Hernandez is not on the show no more, and she wanted people to hashtag Oprah so she can get on her show and talk about it and tell her story. And Mona Scott Young put up a picture of Oprah with the meme that says something about letting go of dirty people in your life, something like that. I don't know the exact quote. I didn't really pay attention to it. But yeah, Joseline Hernandez is going to be off of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Let's see. And then people were thinking that Rihanna was pregnant because she's picked up weight. Okay, what y'all think? Do y'all think she's pregnant? I'm gonna tell y'all what I think. This is so rude, probably of me. I think she's getting fat transfers. I think Rihanna is putting on weight in order to get the fat transfers, because she has said on many occasions that I've heard that she wants an ass like Nicki Minaj. Rihanna was a slender girl, and in order for her to have a fat transfer, she has to have some fat. And the fat transfer is the one where you take your own body fat and move it around. That's what Kate Michelle said she did. So you're not getting those silicone injections, you're not getting the concrete and the Windex and all that other shit put into your body. This is your own fat being moved around. She said, her staff or her people said she's definitely not pregnant. She's going through something and she wants to keep it private. I personally think that's what's going on. When I first saw her, I was like, is Rihanna pregnant? Then I seen some of the pictures of her. She had loose skin. You know how when overweight people lose weight, and they have sometimes they have that loose skin. That's what she looked like in some of the pictures. Rihanna is still a very beautiful, sexy girl, but that's just what it looks like to me. And speaking of Rihanna, remember that picture that was going around on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and everything with her and Lupita? And this one young lady said that Rihanna looks like she scams white dudes out of money, and Lupita looks like the computer smart friend that helps her plan all the scams. They are making that a real fucking movie, y'all. Talk about a motherfucker that's excited. I'm excited. I want to see this movie. And one reason why, and like, it's real deal. People have been talking about it probably for weeks, so you probably already know. But Netflix agreed to make it an original Netflix show, so they're gonna put it out on their network. It's gonna stream there. Ava DuVernay, hope I pronounced her name right. She's the same lady that does Queen Sugar. She did Selma. I think it was 13, not 13 Reasons Why, the 13 documentary. She's gonna direct it. Issa Rae has signed on to write it. Oh, I'm so ready for it. I'm so ready for it. Man. And then speaking of movies, y'all know Tupac's movie, All Eyes on Me, come out June 16th. That's it, y'all. That's all I'm gonna do. I want to thank y'all for sitting here with me. Like I said, I didn't know how this was gonna go. Like I said, I just at this very moment named this PNTV, Poetry's News and Twisted Views. I think I gave y'all some views in there. I would love for y'all to leave y'all comments on this video about anything that I've said. If you have anything to add, if there's anything that's changed since I last looked at this stuff, let me know that too. Drop it down in the comments. And if you like this segment, I'll try to keep it going, and we'll try to do this every Monday. All right, thank y'all for watching. Peace.